Hello, my name is Andy Watts. My supervisor's name is Sarah Bedford and I work at the Vet Lounge. So today I'll be demonstrating how to take radiographs of our patient today. This is a 10-year-old mixed breed named Killer. We're going to be taking lateral thorax views. So first of all, PPE is so important when radiographing because there is potential for risk. Some of these include somatic, carcinogenic and genetic effects. I'm very concerned with the genetic effects as I'm pregnant, so I'm going to explain through the steps that we take for the radiographs up until the point of taking the image, but I won't be present in the room. This X-ray room is a purpose-built room. It's lead-lined, that cannot leak radiation, and there is of course a warning sign on the door. All staff involved in taking these images must wear PPE and must be over 18 years and not pregnant. So we've got in the room here weights and restraint equipment. These items we would generally use on a sedated patient. Of course, a sedated patient is safer for the staff here, as that means we need to use less staff, and less staff present in the room means less risk. Oftentimes this isn't feasible. For example, we might have a dog that hasn't been fasted, an animal where the risk to sedate outweighs the benefit, or we might have a cost-concerned client that can't afford it, etc. There are also reasons sedation can't be avoided. These include positions that could potentially be painful for the patient, or where the patient has to be put in a difficult position, for example taking hip score imaging. Best practice includes X-ray cradles or wedges, but unfortunately we don't have these here. Okay, so first of all, on the morning when we come in here, we turn on the big switch for the X-ray computer. This is left on all day and turned off at the end of the day. I will add the patient into the computer. First is and the technologist, I just put the initials in. Oops. Oh, okay. It's not working today. There we go. And next. Okay. So for here, we would choose the views that we're going to do. So I want the canine. Where is it? 3D thorax. Dog body. There we go. Canine 3D thorax. Okay. I might put a couple in case we have any problems along the way, and then start study. So now we're ready to take the images. Okay, so we've chosen the views to be taken, and we've taken into account the patient positioning. Next up, we gown up. Again, I'm not going to do this part, but I will show how we gown up. So I've got two volunteer vets. Now these gowns always must be kept either laying down or hanging up. They must be stored flat, as if we get any creases in them that can cause leakage of radiation. So, noisy, the thyroid bib, and then the gown. One more. Sorry?
Of course you had made a pink one.
Pink for boys, yes. That was definitely intentional.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. For this little patient, I will grab the marker.
That's up there.
Up there, thank you. And we'll just safely lift the patient up onto the bench now. Choose an appropriate sized plate. Sorry, little darling. We will position the patient. Which way do you want this one?
Probably need it through the walls. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So best practice includes using a caliper to measure. We have a ruler, so I will use that. I also place the marker to indicate the side, so that is left down. Good girl. So about 18 centimetres here. Chest. There we go. So this chooses all the factors here for us. I can choose a position, enter the centimetres, and then the KVP and MA are calculated. Okay, there we are. So I do a final check on the safety, check all the staff are involved are wearing their gowns, check the door is shut, and check the patient is okay. So that is all good. I will shut this. Well, I'll show here the button that we press. This is the button we use, the exposure button. So it's held down lightly to warm up the machine. This is prepping the machine and heating the filament. After we hear a pause, the button can be pressed fully and we're notified by a beep that the picture's been taken. The person taking the image is behind a lead wall. Best practice again is using a foot pedal. Unfortunately, we don't have one of those. That would be great. Okay, so we'll need an image taker. So we might just pause the image. I'll get the cameraman to take the image. So the image has been taken, so now I'll take the plate out, put it into the processor, and we'll get our image. One-handed, barcode up and in. Finishing up, that's good. So we've got a nice clear image here. We can adjust on this computer while the image is still in DICOM format. We then export it to another computer where we can attach it to patient files, send it to specialists, or even to owners if they like. I can edit the contrast here by just going like this. I think that is a good contrast there. I can rotate. Good. This one is good. Study complete. So that one is good. It's been sent to the main computer. Okay, so now we've got the images that we need from the patient. We'll safely put her back in her plate. So, switch on, and then using safe animal handling practices, lift her gently onto the ground. There you go. We'll go back to our little room. Come on, darling. She good girl. Oh. So now it's really important that we clear the x-ray room so it's ready for next time. Like I said before, gowns must be sawed either horizontally or vertically flat, so there's no creases left in them. So we'll put everything away. Sorry. Thank you, Tom.
No worries.
Plate is out. Just grab some paper towel. There we go. And the room is left clean. All right. Now on this computer we have a program we use called eFilm. So here we can look at past images as well. So I'll go to today and I can see Killer's image here. So I double click on it. And here is where I want to, here is where I can attach to patient files, send to specialists, or even to owners. By pressing the A, I get the information. And to export, I would just go export as image. And then I can send that to anybody I want. Sorry, I closed that up. So that's the process of taking a radiograph.